Oh,
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 burn.
Lord.
Burn unit, level 4.
Yeah, the guy is really Anyhow, let's bring up Doc Grun because he has to come up right away, and here he comes right now.
Yay!
The Doc.
Yay,
The
Doc.
one and only our favorite.
Go,
Hey,
Doc.
Doc.
Everyone. It
Yay.
is feeding time at the zoo, as you can hear in the background, and I apologize for that. Okay,
Is that your wife?
haven't been. Hey, furries are people too. No, there's no bias here. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, a couple things. I don't have a lot of stuff tonight. I got some updates. The book deal's going well. We published in about a week. We're starting to record an audio version too, and I was trying to do it. I did it once, and then I updated the book and added about 10,000 words to it, so I had to go back and do it again. And the first time around, I tried doing all the parts myself, all the voices myself. And, you know, it's hard. You know, you're trying to be a man one moment and a woman with an English accent the next moment, and then an alien with a grovelly voice, and then back to a man again. It really ripped up my vocal cords, you know? So I tried looking for an electronic voice morpher. And I've looked for all of them, and maybe you guys can help me with apps, but unless I want to sound like C-3PO in a blender at the bottom of a canyon, there just isn't a good app for simulating a woman's voice.
Yes.
You know, I guess the only way to do it is to get other people to read it for me. And I started looking around because a lot of famous people are getting into audiobooks, you know, because there's money in it, and, you know, your voice is well known, and it reads well. So, you know, I did some investigation, and here's some examples of famous people that I would like to see, and I would buy their book in the audiobook category, okay? First of all, in the historical category, we have Donald Trump reading the Gettysburg Address. How about that one, okay? 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. They outsourced England and started their own franchise in Nantucket. It was huge. But rising labor costs forced them to push the tech division to India. Well, I say to them, you're fired. As president, I would not have done it this way. I would have declared bankruptcy and restructured the entire country, then built a wall around Plymouth Rock so no one gets in. Trust me, with me as president, they would build it. So I would buy that one. Now, nobody has time to read anymore. So everybody wants to listen. So think about this. How about Sean Connery reading assembly instructions?
Oh, okay.
Insert bracket A into slot B and secure with screw D. Except you can never find the fucking screw D in the bag, and slot B isn't as big as bracket A, so you have to go get a fucking Dremel tool to elongate slot B. Then you slip and create fucked up slot B, which won't hold bracket A without inserting railroad-tied G inside of bracket A. Then the fucking shelf E isn't long enough to sit on bracket F, so the whole fucking thing falls down. More of the story, don't buy furniture from IKEA. Fuck it. And I really apologize. This is bad timing, okay? But as you can hear, we enjoy our dinner time, okay? Now, many famous people are reading for children's books also, okay? Here's one of my favorites, okay? Darth Vader reading Dr. Seuss.
Oh, boy.
Oh, great.
I am Sam. Sam, I am your father, Sam. Join me, and together we will eat green eggs and ham and rule the galaxy. Do you like green droids and ham? I do not like green droids and ham. I do not like them in a car. I do not like them in a Death Star.
Oh.
I do not like them in a store. These aren't the droids you're looking for. I do not like them, Sam, I am. It sounds like I'm inside a garbage can. A long time ago and far away, a villain lived a better day. With all the changes in recent years, my helmet now has black mouse ears. So that's Darth Vader reading Dr. Seuss. Okay, all right.
That's great.
Okay, how about Jack Nicholson reading Mother Goose? Okay.
Oh God.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is a classic. Okay. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over that candlestick. As Jack jumped over, he passed some gas, and Jackie boy burned his fucking ass. Now, one of my personal favorites, Sylvester Stallone. Okay,
Oh, no.
singing, reading Little Miss Muffet. How you doing? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Curds and whey? Who eats that shit? This broad needs to eat some healthy food, like a protein shake, like a milkshake. Except it's got healthy stuff in it, like carbs and antioxidants, but you still think you're drinking a milkshake. Anyhow, along came a spider and sat down beside her, and it bit her, and she died because her immune system is all fucked up from eating them curds and whey. It's a sad story. Anyhow, I hope you liked it too much. Now I want to introduce the next celebrity, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Thank you, Sly. And might I say, you still look very buff for an old washed-up has-been. Well, it ain't from eating no fucking curds away, that's for sure. Hey, I heard you got a new movie called The Terminated. Very funny. Okay, here we go. Jack and Jill went up the hill to empty the garbage hopper. Jack fell down, shot right through the crown, when Jill had to get to the chopper! Yeah. What would any famous celebrity audiobook be without former President Richard Nixon? Barber, shave a pig. How many hairs to make a wig? Barber, it's okay. I don't need hair anyway. Barber, where I'm at, it's hot as hell. You won't get fat. Barber, you're too late. I'm sent down here for Watergate. Now, and finally, for a bit of culture, okay? Chewbacca reads Shakespeare.
Oh, boy.
Great.
Yay.
Okay. Some of that got lost in translation, but trust me, it's going to be a big hit with the Disney crowd. Okay, so there's your favorite celebrities breaking into the audiobook market. Now, because lately I don't sleep a lot, my mind starts to wander, and I'm starting to wonder what would happen if Linden Labs ran the government. Okay. Well, I got a couple of key talking points for you. Okay. First of all, we would adopt a global economy that's equally worthless all around the world, so everybody's in the same boat. Okay. Your draw distance would be very short, as looking too far ahead would cause significant lag. We know about that one. Politicians would hit a sim wall trying to move from the House to the Senate. I've had that happen before. New laws would pass by a majority vote of the Linden Lab executives. That's 2 for and 1 against. Now, any road or bridge repairs would be done by appointment, but they would guarantee an arrival window, which is pretty cool. Anything between January 1st and December 31st. So there you go. You can plan your activities with confidence, okay? Statues would be erected to honor every significant person from Linden Labs. They would be, but there have been no significant people from Linden Labs, so don't look for any signs. Okay? Now, in the healthcare industry, avatars would be cared for in their elder years by the government, thanks to programs like 35 Linden Sundays, freebie warehouses, and free Linden homes. Okay? Even free skins are offered when yours wears out, as long as you don't mind looking like 1 in 7 other persons in the entire world.
Yeah.
You remember Ronnie's cheese? Now you have Ebby's abs. Okay? And finally, for Haley, all ancient non-mesh avatars still alive will remain useful members of society by becoming volunteers at Orientation Island, passing out smiley tattoos to anyone coming through the main portal. If that don't scare you back to health, nothing is going to. Okay? Now, before I give up the floor to everybody else, I'm going to go through a very short but politically tainted episode of the lightning round. Today, Donald Trump signed a loyalty pledge to the Republican Party saying he would endorse for president whoever wins the Republican nomination and would not run as a third-party candidate, as he has threatened to in the past. And I'll tell you something. When Donald Trump makes a vow, he keeps it. Ask any of his wives. They'll tell you. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker says he thinks only 12 states will decide the presidential election. And if Trump wins, those 12 states will include shock, confusion, outrage, despair, denial, anger, bargaining, and finally acceptance. All the new polls indicate Donald Trump is getting more popular every day. Apparently, his inspiring riches to riches story is really resonating with everyday Americans. According to an online poll, Donald Trump is still the front runner in the Republican primary race. It's very impressive because it's the only race he has not yet offended. Donald Trump has come out in favor of shutting down Planned Parenthood. However, experts say if he really wants Planned Parenthood to go under, he should turn it into a Trump property. Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders will be featured on the cover of Time magazine this week. It's part of their new cover series titled "People Who Still Read Time magazine." Lawyers for Guantanamo Bay prisoner Mohammed Rahim al-Afghani have revealed that he used to have an Ashley Madison account. He was already getting some, but he wanted to get Mo.
Okay.
Sanders had 27,500 people in the sports arena at Los Angeles in August, 11,000 in Phoenix, 28,000 in Portland on a Sunday. A guy in his 70s filling stadiums. Who does he think he is, a Rolling Stone? I saw that David Allan Coe, the writer of the famous country song, "Take This Job and Shove It," was charged with tax evasion and owes the IRS almost $500,000, which explains why his new song is called, Yeah, About That Job. NASA is working to create a new channel that broadcasts live video from space in super high resolution. Also super high, anyone that watches the NASA Space Channel. Last night's debate at the Reagan Library was the most watched program in CNN history. CNN said they were thrilled as hell with the ratings, but even happier they could finally show a plane that wasn't missing. Britain's longest-serving dominatrix is retiring at the age of 66. Whoa. Apparently, men no longer want to hire a dominatrix who forgets their safe word. Oh, dear. Clearly, the breakout star at the last debate was former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina. This woman, last night, bought it and crushed it after an admittedly slow start. In her defense, however, everything from HP does take a little bit extra time to warm up. Jeb Bush admitted he smoked pot 40 years ago. Surprise. And Ben Carson was like, "Dude, I'm high right now. Why do you think I speak so slowly?"
That would explain a lot.
Ben Carson did not make a particularly strong impression at the debate. Ben Carson, to me, comes off kind of like a guy who grabbed the wrong drink at a Bill Cosby party. And Jeb Bush said He wants to see Margaret Thatcher on the $10 bill, to which Donald Trump said, they make a $10 bill? Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Great.
Yay!
Oh, let's give it up. Let's give it up.
Yay, Doc.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The other 4 comedians.